Oh, welcome back. This is the first part for July. Thought I'd give a quick update. I've done loads of little bits. Some of them quite boring, so I won't bother showing you. The brakes is the next thing I've got to finish off. Obviously, I've done all the calipers and the rear shoes and all that. But the master cylinder I just couldn't get working properly, so I've sent it off to a company called Past Parts. It's with them now, and they're going to reline it. The bore in stainless steel tube, and obviously new rubbers and etc. So that's on its way at the moment, so that's holding me up at the moment for the M.O.T. M.O.T. wise, everything is working on it now. All the electrics is working, all the indicators, well, all of it. So I'm quite happy with that. The washer bottle, I made a bracket for that, it's actually in there properly now, rather than being on a cut of cable ties. What have I got to do there? Oh, I've got to cut this cable off. I've got to find a way of cutting that cable, it's so bloody hard. I don't really want to use a disc cutter, but yeah, leads to me problems. So all the front's all done. The handbrake is connected up now, but you see it. The bulldog clips, and that all works nicely now. But it's not adjusting on one side, so I'm hoping that when I get the brakes bled, the shoes are sort of expand a little bit and be near to the drums, and it'll work. Again, I've got another cable which is here. I've got to try and cut. I'll try and get some sort of clippers, or I don't know. I don't want to use a disc cutter inside the car really. Dash wise, what I've done today, I don't know if you can see it, maybe I'll go on the other side and show you. What I've done, I've changed all these bolts that go, what's split there? Oh, split that. All these bolts here, they were these big headed things. Where are they? It's focusing on it, but them big head things looked horrible. So I've changed them all to these button heads now. All stainless. Just a word of advice, if you do use stainless, you probably know anyway, don't never put them on dry, just put a little bit of Vaseline and light grease with them. It helps them to come in and out easier and stops them firing up or seizing up. Get another little shot of the handbrake. Well, I'll go into the back of the car now. I've made a framework that goes in, obviously in here, and in the middle there is the big box, but that big box made of Ali's away for welding at the moment. The framework is, I don't know if you can see it, sort of hanging up here. I only just painted it, and the other one's sort of there. They're the bits that goes in this side and obviously the other side, and obviously the H section's in the middle is away at the moment. I shouldn't really show you, but I will. But there I've got a little tiny switch. I'll show you the other side on the back of the seat. A little tiny switch there. That's a fuel cut-out, because I've been working on the car, and as soon as I switch the ignition on, the fuel pump's running all the time, which is a little facet pump down there. But I thought I didn't want it running all the time, so I just made a little switch and so I can switch it off. That's pretty much that. Unfortunately, I've had to put the number plate back on. I'm not sure where to put it at the moment, but I just want to get it for the M.O.T. I made this little bracket up. I don't know if you can see it there or not. So obviously in there goes a spare wheel, but I'm not so sure about the spare wheel now. It's a pain in the arse, it gets right in the way, it looks bloody ugly. I've been driving for probably about 45 years, and I've had one puncture. So I think the odds are pretty good for me, so I'm a member of the AA anyway, so what I'm going to do, once it goes through the M.O.T, I'm going to cut this tube sort of down here and shorten the whole thing and just leave that little round bit sticking out, so it sort of comes out about that far. I don't know if I explain myself properly or not, but then I might just leave the tube there itself without the number plate on and put the number plate sort of up a little bit higher. We'll see, but that looks bloody ugly like that. And plus, if I do decide not to have a spare wheel, yeah, again, so all in all, it's almost ready. The front fenders, or whatever you call them, mud guards, they're not wide enough, they're not covering the wheel, and again, noise backs. So I think the best thing to do is get the brakes done, just go to the M.O.T station. I've had a chat with them anyway, they're going to sort of try and do it for me. Whether it fails on, I'll commend. So if it does fail on them fenders, I don't think it will. But if it does, then I have to bring them back and cut them and widen them. So what I'll do, I'll probably do a little temporary fix just to widen them and do a proper one afterwards. The other thing I was going to do, not now, but a winter project, was to do things for the winter. I'll rip all this carpet out, all this furry stuff, and throw that out. I've already started taking some of it out, which is actually underneath here, all that rubbish is. And also I was thinking of changing the dash. I don't really like that dash like that, so I'm going to think over the winter. Obviously the car will be off the road with the winter months, maybe. If I'm having so much fun with it, I might leave it on the road. So I will change all that, but that's sort of a project by itself, and that's for days when it's all raining and snowing and really cold. I think that's pretty much it now. I don't think there's anything else. Well, thanks for coming back and watching. See you again shortly. Bye now.